For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Welcome to another edition of the Focus program. My name is Paul Dingeman. I host this program, which appears in Marine City, St. Clair, each Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and also around St. Clair, northern Macomb, and all of St. Clair County on cable channel 12. So we are glad you are along. We've got lots of information for you today about some exciting things that are going on in Port Huron, Marine City, and elsewhere. But let's begin with an old friend by the name of Sandy Duffy. Welcome to the Focus set, finally,
always
sir.
A pleasure.
Nice to see you. Yep. And Gina Quaid from the beautiful Blue Water Convention Center, and down on the end, Tom Boswell, historian of railroads. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Gina, what brings you with these two fine gentlemen?
Well, on Sunday, May 22nd, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., we are holding a railroad show.
Okay. And it's got the memorabilia and models.
Railroad
You're not bring railroad in like they have at the Greenfield Village.
No, not the whole thing.
Not the whole thing.
Some model railroads, anything really to do with trains and railroads is welcome.
Okay. Sandy, I think you started this, didn't you, a few years ago, this Port Huron, Detroit historical group?
In 2008, I discovered that there are only 9 roundhouses left in the state that are still standing. And so I formed the Port Huron and Detroit Railroad Historical Society, specifically as one of our objectives, save that roundhouse. And we've been in the process of negotiating with CSX ever since.
Wow.
The property itself is shaped like a pie,
Mm-hmm.
and it's surrounded on all sides by live rail. We were fortunate enough to buy half that property, obtain half that property, on which is our headquarters, our office, the original office of the railroad. But on the other side is the roundhouse, and we desperately need to obtain and save and restore that for the area. It'd be a terrific, classic, Class C railroad transportation museum complex for the township, city, and state.
Okay. But the event we're having in a couple of weeks here at the beautiful Blue Water Convention Center, how does that tie in to what you're trying to accomplish?
Well, an old friend of ours named Fred Siseski started that nearly 30 years ago, this railroad show. And there are numerous railroad shows across the state.
Mm-hmm.
But the Blue Water show was a premier event for many, many years.
Okay. Probably because of your support.
70 dealers would come in.
Wow.
We get over 1,000 people coming through there. So it was a real opportunity for those that came into Port Huron to see the city as well as to support the hobby. And the Port Huron Detroit Railroad Historical Society always has a booth there. Thanks to Gina, we've got one there this year.
Great. Well, Tom, you brought along some models here. Let's talk about what you brought along. And is this the kind of thing we're going to see at the show?
More or less. This is O scale, and I dropped that twice.
Okay. Hang on to it there.
This is O scale, but there will be people there with HO, N scale, and which they keep getting smaller and smaller. This is 1/48 scale here.
Okay. And they'll be out of their boxes and people can touch them and feel them.
Yep.
Talk to me about what I've got here.
That is our newsletter.
Okay.
One of the nicest newsletters around.
All right. And what does the newsletter discuss, and what is it? How do I become a reader?
Well, you can join
Okay.
by being a member. It's $30 a year. You get 4 of those a year, and it covers the history of the PH&D Railroad.
Okay.
And for locals, they will recognize these boxcars because that's what our boxcars looked like when we rode these rails.
Sandy, how long was the PH&D in existence? Round figures.
It was built in started in 1917. The railroad was built down to Marine City and finished roughly 1918. And we had roughly 65 years until we sold it to the CSX in 1984.
Yeah, I remember these cars. They were beautiful.
Yeah.
They were beautiful. So the public can come to the show. You don't have to be a railroad aficionado to attend.
No?
No?
Okay. And what are the hours and the dates and all that kind of good stuff?
It's Sunday, May 22nd, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Admission is $5.
Oh, that's not bad.
And children are free.
Great.
Yeah.
If I wear a railroad cap, do I get a discount on that?
No, we'll charge extra.
Charge extra. I like your attitude.
You better buy one of ours.
Okay. What else is coming up for the group for the rest of the balance of the year? Have you got other shows or other things happening?
We usually have a spring festival picnic, middle June.
Middle June.
And that way the public can come out and actually see the grounds. And the unique thing about that is that there are very few places where you can come onto the grounds and sit in front of a railroad yard that's a Class 1 railroad yard with both CSX and Grand Trunk running trains.
Mm-hmm.
You won't get hassled by Homeland Security because you'll be on our private property.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that is unique.
The other event that we have, of course, is late September, which is Hobo Fest.
Second week, always the second week of September.
And that celebrates the legacy of the Great Depression and the effort of folks trying to find work throughout the United States.
And that Hobo Fest has been growing and growing, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
this is, I think, our 5th or 6th year, so.
Yeah.
What's the gentleman that, there's one fellow that's sort of involved in that I was advised the other day I should get him in here and get him on the air. He's very entertaining.
Well, you certainly would want to talk to Mose Wheeler.
That was it.
He's 102 now.
Oh!
He's one of the last few surviving Pullman porters. He worked for the Southern Railroad.
That would be a great interview.
So he would be a fantastic guy to talk to.
Okay, well, I think we've whetted the people's appetite that there's a great railroad show coming up. And Gina, give us the times and dates again so people don't forget.
Sunday, May 22nd, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay, and it's at the beautiful where?
Blue Water Convention Center. Yep.
Is that a
admissions-
new building?
It is fairly new.
Oh,
We
okay.
celebrated our 1-year anniversary on April 17th.
And you've had a great year. You had a lot of
We did,
conventions,
yep.
a lot of people.
Yep, gearing up especially for 2017 and 18.
Okay. Well, very nice that you brought along these two gentlemen.
Yes,
Sandy,
I
always a
appreciate
pleasure
them
to show
coming.
you. Nice to meet you, sir. And there's one of our props. Kathy likes those props. We'll be back with our next set of guests in just a second. Two things are happening. Summer is just about around the corner, and things are happening in wonderful Marine City. Two ladies are going to tell us about both of those things. Laura Scaccia, nice to see you again. Welcome back. And the new executive director of the Marine City Area Chamber of Commerce, Erica DeLange. Welcome. Welcome back to Focus Set. You've got the poster, Beach Fundraiser, May the 21st, 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. Nautical Mile, Rotary Park. That's sort of in the middle, isn't it, Rotary Park?
It's over closer to, on the way over to Holy Cross.
Next to
Okay.
Riviera.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All
It's
right.
a big park. It has
Yeah, it is a
electrical and
big
everything.
park.
Yeah, it's great.
I think they did a couple of the outdoor events over there the
Yep.
last few years. Mm-hmm. And you're going to have what going on there?
You want to go? Go ahead.
Well, we're going to have a great, fun, family-friendly day. Several vendors will be joining us that day with kid events at each of their tables. We'll have $5 wristbands for children 3 to 17.
So that's always a good idea.
Yeah.
Yes, and then they'll be able to partake in any of the games at the park. And then we'll also have movies at the Mariner.
Movies at the Mariner.
So
Okay.
beach-themed movies all day that they will get to see.
Beach
with their,
blanket bingo?
I'm
Yes.
doing it. We're doing it.
Yes, it'll be there.
I dated myself on that one.
Yes.
And there'll be a DJ and food and hula hooping contests and frisbee contests.
Face painting.
and-
Yeah,
So
a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah, a lot of great stuff that day.
Just family fun stuff.
Exactly.
Just really good stuff.
Right.
Okay, so you're going to raise a bunch of money. What are you going to do with it?
Well, our goal is to revitalize the beach. So the first item on our agenda is to upgrade the bathrooms
Okay.
and hire an attendant so that
Okay.
they're there to monitor what's going on at the beach
Okay.
during certain hours of the day when it's the busiest. And then we'd love to get new sand, some new signage. We're talking about, should I talk about our big
absolutely.
announcement? We're looking at a wheelchair accessible mat that
Wow,
can be put
I
at
didn't
the
know there
beach.
was that kind of a thing available.
Yeah, we
Yes.
just found it. Somebody mentioned it to us on Facebook, and we jumped on it, and we got a quote, and we put that on our agenda of things that we'd like to add.
Yes.
So, yeah, it'll be fantastic. I don't know if
Is
they're...
is it long, or how did
Yeah,
it goes on the
it's
sand?
actually, it's 5 feet wide, and it's 50 feet long, and
Wow.
and there's a T section in the front, so that people can actually, just park there and look out into the water.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah,
Now
so
I
it's,
get it.
yep. So it's, I don't know of another beach that has it.
No, I've
so
never seen one like
I'm
that.
hoping that we're going to raise enough money
Yeah,
for this,
yeah.
and so far we're doing very well.
I think you will.
Yeah,
I think you will.
I think so too. So.
So the fundraising on this day is May the 21st from 10 to 3, but fundraising will continue?
Right, we actually started April 1st, where we had the buckets that are in
Okay, let me have the bucket over here.
60 of local businesses.
Lexi can get a good shot of my bucket here.
Yep.
So that bucket is in 60 different locations in Marine City businesses, so people can donate that way. They can also donate online at beachfundraiser.com. And we actually have had business donations and private donations of larger amounts. $500 or more will get your name on a recognition plaque at the beach.
That's a very
Yep,
nice.
so
That's
we
very
have a
nice.
lot of businesses that have taken advantage of that.
Yeah.
So we are looking to raise $10,000, and with
Oh.
$10,000, we will get matching funding
Wow.
from a company. It's a crowdfunding organization, and we've been approved.
Wow.
And so $10,000, and we will get matching funds of $10,000. So we will have $20,000, if not more.
But you have to raise.
Yeah,
in
well,
order to get the match.
we're at about 7,500 right
Okay,
now.
okay.
And we haven't even opened the buckets yet.
Oh,
We've
my
only
God.
opened about, what, 7 of them?
7. mhm.
So-
And just in those 7 buckets, there were $600. So
Oh, that's marvelous.
it's been really, really great.
So the beauty of this is that it is a community-wide event.
Yeah.
It's a community-wide initiative. We kind of launched it a little bit back in September. Gary and I did, and we got the chamber involved. We got the city involved. We have the community involved. We have businesses involved. So it is a very unusual thing that we're doing. Our city doesn't have money.
Right.
A lot of cities don't have money to do
Right.
things like this. And so we've taken the initiative, and it's going to be successful. And hopefully it will, trickle down into other communities, and we'll be doing other events with the same
It's just
philosophy.
amazing and continually amazing to see how when somebody gets an idea and puts it forward, how they can get support,
Absolutely.
There's a lot of negativity in the world, but there's also
Absolutely.
a lot of positive things happening.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we've learned you have to plug your ears sometimes and
Yeah.
just forge forward, because you can't let the negative get you, because people will say, oh, yeah, you can't do that, you can't
Right.
do it. But,
We've never done that before.
No,
Right.
and we have a great, we have a great rapport with the chamber, and we have a really good city, and it's wonderful working together. And
Well,
it's
our
been
next
fun.
interview is with Kathy Verdon
Yep.
from the SNUG in the Riverbank.
Yes.
And of course, their addition to the community, as well as yours, has been
Fantastic.
extremely fantastic.
And they
So-
also donated to the fundraiser.
Yeah,
so.
All right, let's go through the time and date again. It's a beach fundraiser, May the 21st, 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. You can wear costumes. You can wear old bathing suits, new bathing suits.
That would be fun
Sure.
too.
We'd
Yeah,
love
we didn't
to.
think
We'd
about
love to
that.
do that.
1920 bathing suits.
We do have a dunk bucket, so if you'd
Oh,
like
you're
to
gonna have-
volunteer, yeah, we could throw
Don't
balls.
look at
and-
me. Look at Gary. Gary, like
Yeah,
Gary.
okay, maybe I'll put him on the seat.
I did that once in my life, and it was fun being on the thing, and the people were throwing the balls at you. But getting out of the water
Yeah,
when
tough.
you try and get
Yep.
out, try and get back up to the
I heard
seat
it's
was
really bad.
really tough.
Yeah,
So,
but good.
all right, so it's coming up May 21st. Everybody's invited. All-day event. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Did we
And
miss
can
anything?
can I mention one more thing? We
Absolutely,
have
whatever
tomorrow
you need.
night, we're doing a Shop for a Cause at Good Nature Gardens on
Okay.
Water Street. It's from 7 to 9. They've been gracious enough to donate 20% back of the sales from that event to the beach fundraiser. So it's open to anyone. It's a free event. Just come on out, shop. We'll have some food and drinks, and it'll be fun.
And we've got to tell them where Good Natured Gardens is now, because they moved.
It's
Yes.
on Water Street, and I don't.
It's next to the Sweet Tooth.
Next
The
to
new
Everybody knows
location
where
of the
Sweet-
Sweet Tooth.
Right next
Yes.
to the Sweet Tooth. Yes. And Sweet Tooth will be open that night as well. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eric, you're doing a great job,
Thank
Erica.
you.
Thank
nice
you.
To see you.
Nice to
Always
see
a
you.
Pleasure. And as I mentioned during this interview, we've got Kathy Burton coming up next with the cast from Charlie Brown. That was it. I forgot what it was. We'll be right back. As we mentioned before, Marine City is jumping and alive, and the people that are making that happen are the Burtons with the SNUG Theater. Welcome, nice to see you again.
Good to see you,
Welcome
Paul.
back. SNUG in the Riverbank,
Yeah.
and you brought along a cast that is in rehearsal.
Yes,
and
they are.
Ready to open, and talk to me about them.
They're peanuts. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
A great play,
Yeah,
great play.
yeah, and it's a terrific cast. They're all just fantastic singers. I listen to them sing, and they really have nailed those little peanut kids. It's amazing to see somebody as tall as this turn into little Linus.
Does he wear the red hat during the show?
Oh, no.
No.
Hat's gone. Blanket replaces
there.
it.
Well, let's meet the cast.
Yeah.
On the end down here, keeping all of them straight, is Bethany Moses, and you play Sally.
Yep, Sally Brown.
And you've been on the stage many times, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. This is my 13th musical that I've been in.
13th musical. And how old are you?
I'm 17.
Wow. And where did you start? Did you start in...
I started, my first show was in 2nd grade at Anchor Bay High School. I was a munchkin in The Wizard of Oz.
and you got bit.
Yeah, I did.
You got bit, and
I've
you've
been
been
stuck
doing
with
it ever
it.
since.
Yep.
Do you like dramas, or do you like musicals?
I'm a fan of both. I've never had the chance to be in a straight play, but I love seeing them, and I would love to be part of one. But yeah, musicals is mainly my forte.
Are you a musician by love? I mean, do you play piano, or do you?
Yeah, I play, I think, around 10 different instruments. I'm
Oh
in
my
band
God.
as well. The main instrument I play is French horn, as well as I play euphonium, piano, bass guitar, trumpet, mellophone. I was the drum major of our marching band. And then I'm also in our choir program and our music theater program. And
So you don't go to school, you just entertain.
no, unfortunately, I have school to finish up.
And what grade are you in?
I'm a senior this year
At Anchor Bay?
at Dakota High School.
Dakota. Oh, Dakota.
I used to go to Anchor Bay schools, and then I switched over to Dakota.
That's a huge campus. It's like a college campus, that Dakota.
It is. It's really big. Yeah.
Really big. And next to you is Charlie Brown himself, Mr. Brett Bollier. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
Too.
Have you been on with us before?
I have for Marine City dramas when we did Tarzan. I
Right.
was here before. Yeah.
Did you do the yell? Were you the guy that did the yell? We had a guy almost break a microphone.
I think that was Matt. You were
That was probably.
Matt Copley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk to me about your role in Charlie Brown.
Well, I'm Charlie Brown.
Okay.
And it's definitely, it's been so much fun to work with such an amazing cast and to have her as my little sister.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just been such a fun role to go back to your childhood and
Yeah.
be somebody so small. And the singing is outstanding in the whole show.
So you've been in Mariner drama too,
Yep, I have.
and that's when you got the bug.
Yep.
It's a disease, you know. It's
It
a
is.
It
disease.
is.
I
It
know.
really is.
I'm aware.
And they don't have any antibiotics for it, so that's the problem. Again, the same question. You like musicals? You like drama? Or you like them both?
I like both. I prefer musicals just because I like to sing, you know. So,
Okay.
but I like both.
All right. And are there a lot of numbers for Charlie Brown in this?
Oh yeah, like
I think 15,
There's a lot.
16
15?
in total.
yep,
Oh my
Charlie
God.
does a lot of singing.
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah. He's in like every song.
Don't
Pretty
get
much.
a cold before the show.
Try not to.
And down on the end is Linus himself. But I love that red hat. But
Oh,
he will
thank
not
you.
be wearing that red hat during the performances. Anthony, pronounce your last name.
Tringali.
Tringali. You're an Irishman.
No.
No, you're not an Irishman.
No, Celia.
Talk to me about Linus's role.
Well, I am Lucy's sister. I carry a blue blanket. Oh, brother, thank you. Carry a blanket with me, and I continue to. Wow, I can't talk anymore. I always just suck my thumb, and it's really it.
His blanket is like, he is one with his blanket.
Yeah.
Blanket is my life.
His blanket is his life.
How about you? Have you been in other plays?
Not unfortunately around here. This is my first production in Marine City, but I've been in about 8 or 9 productions so far. Yeah.
Where do you come from?
Lance Cruz High School.
Okay, right.
So yeah.
That's a good place.
Graduated 2014.
Okay, so you're a real aficionado of theater, huh?
I'm sorry?
You're a aficionado of theater.
Mm-hmm.
You love theater. So.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Kathy, when are the performances?
The performance, they open May 20th, and it runs through June 4th. Yes, I've got 2 shows out, one in rehearsal and one going up on stage. So, but yes, this one opens on May 20th, and it's directed by Stuart Scott. He directed Godspell for us last year, and all 3 of these individuals are part of the Macomers. So, it's a great performing group.
Yeah.
Macomb Community College, and they just do a great job. So we're glad to have Stuart back. He always does an amazing job with his cast.
This show will be held at the SNUG Theater.
This is at the SNUG Theater.
98 seats.
98 seats, and it opens on the 20th. They go fast. But what we did for this run, because this will appeal to young kids, but it appeals to adults as well, because there's nothing like Charles M. Schultz's ability to take you back in time and remind you of what it was to be a little kid. So this will be the type of show that will appeal to a large audience. So I suggest getting the tickets early. And we did add Saturday matinees.
Okay.
We've always had Sunday matinees, but we added the Saturday matinees at 3, so that we can accommodate the schedules, especially with the little ones. You can bring them.
Dates again?
May 20th.
May 20th.
And it runs through June 4th.
June 4th. Okay. All right.
And then on the heels of that, we've got a funny thing happened on the way to the forums. So,
Okay, that was a good one.
That's a funny one too.
And that'll be at the Riverbank.
That'll be at Riverbank.
Well, I'm getting the rotation down here.
Well, I like to remind people early because they get upset when we sell out, and that's
a nice problem.
That doesn't break my heart.
No.
But I like to let people know what's coming so that they can plan in advance. And for this one, this is a great one for kids to bring kids out to, or bring grandkids out. And by that I mean, anyone from 5 up to 12, 13, 14, and the adults. I've got couple of 85-year-olds that are like,
beautiful.
I can't wait to see Charlie Brown. I'm like, hey! They know it's going to be fun.
Because there's a lot of great music in it.
Yes, it's a terrific show.
Give me a couple of titles, or do you want to sing one? Go ahead.
Oh, God. What are some?
Put you on the spot here.
I mean, the opener of the show is called You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, because that's the title of the show. And we're all in it, and it's a lot of fun. And we have some more full cast numbers. We have Beethoven Day, which is centered around Schroeder. And then we have a song called Happiness, and Glee Club Rehearsal, which is a really funny song.
So much fun.
Speaking of that, if the guys in the control room will throw up those 2 pictures, the first one there, I think, is this one of your rehearsals?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what are you rehearsing there?
That one is the opening number.
Okay.
Yep.
And the next slide? There we go. That's an fisheye camera. There.
It sure is.
Yep.
Is that the same number?
Yeah, that's our opening number. Our opening number is it's one of the funnest numbers in the show, for sure.
Yeah.
There is so much energy in this show. I'm exhausted watching them. How do they do this? And they maintain that level. I mean, they just maintain that level of energy. It's just outstanding.
That's quite a recommendation.
You do good work.
Thank you.
That's quite a recommendation.
It really is. It's a terrific show.
Well, we're glad that you guys came in. You're welcome anytime. And they're doing such a great job with both theaters and helping the community that it's great to see this happening. So we're glad to help and support.
Now, I'd also like to just add, because I think it's really important, a little aside, but I want to thank them, and I want to thank them publicly. Great Lakes Insurance is sponsoring this show.
Okay.
And I just think it's so generous of these businesses who have decided to be season sponsors or show sponsors that I really want to
That's
say
something new.
It is, and they're a great company to deal with.
Yeah.
So we're really pleased that they're doing this. They're nice people too.
Is this something that other companies can do?
Certainly. Funny you should ask. Actually, we had 6 show sponsors, or 6 season sponsors this year, and just about all the shows have been sponsored. We've still got a couple that we don't have sponsors for, but it's just, talk about an outpouring of support from the community.
Yeah.
And so I really did want to call out Great Lakes
Yeah,
Insurance
absolutely.
for their
Absolutely.
support.
That's good. Well, and it takes everybody to make it all happen.
It does, it does. We all know that the arts aren't a super lucrative business, but they're an important element of any community.
Right.
Yeah, but they are. They're very important to, they're to a community, and that's why we do it.
I'll try this again.
Sorry.
There you go.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Thank you
It's
so
very nice
much.
meeting you.
Been like
Good to see you again.
here. It's always a pleasure.
All right.
That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next time, I'm Paul Dingelman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.